how you cook.
Yeah, I will transform on this joint, spazzing off the drugs I'm on. Turn now ever since I'm born, like Nebraska Uso corn. In my prime like Optimus, throw you through a Oculus. The Bronx is my metropolis, didn't have a pot to piss. Had to learn not to miss, focus on accomplishments. Beats I'm demolishing, tell me what the problem is. You know you don't want no smoke, seeing you in action is a joke. Catch him with the deadly blow, pack it up, it's time to go. But you wanna call the cops, all that bullshit needs to stop. Super idiot, wine start, hush him out, you can't talk. Merge into a deadly beast, pick your bones after I feast. You want war, now you want peace, cause shit got thick like Cardi B. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you been one, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you've been born, here comes a storm. I am here to shatter dreams, welcome to my gathering. Blood is always splattering, where I'm from that's happening. Got that cannon fully tucked, all that blade will give you cuts. Sacrifice to get those bucks, most these raps is looking sus. Smack them with the speed and bust, all you see is blood and guts. Too much sauce is like a duck, brush it off the shoulder rust. Camo with a bag full of ammo, strangle the ops from the tangle. Hang your legs, they gonna dangle. Neck broke just like Kurt Angle. In the art of the deity, bring that pain so easily. Most these bums don't deal with me, eradicate immediately. One monkey don't stop the show, I'll continue with the flow. Catch me at the studio, like time I got the glow. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you been born, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you've been born, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you've been born, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form, you've been born, here comes the storm. Cut you like a fish and spill your sauce. Kill the track with no remorse. Spit those balls till I get hoarse. Break his face like Omni-Man. It's no fact that I'm the man. Put my tracks on high demand. Smack your face with a cheap pen. Sting your throat with the guillotine. One man army with a team. Wanna scheme in your dream. Cannot run that laser beam. Niggas never had that block on lock. All that bullshit needs to stop. All you do is lie a lot. I had sight right in my sock. What you do is search for Pearce. Pop them shits like they all search. Put a grenade in your wife's purse. Top of the grade on this nice verse. Hit you with that Novocaine. All you had yourself to blame. Most these rappers have no shame. Welcome to my hall of pain. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Break graffiti in your face. Kill that beat, don't leave a trace. Hopefully don't catch a case. Opposition isn't safe. Bomber that is mad as fuck. Got it locked like Attica. Fuckery, I had enough. Growing up, I had it rough. But my family held it down. Let me get a couple rounds. Toast to my dudes at Ghost Town. Charlatans is not around. Zap the taste right out your face. Every day I paper chase. Have the safe at mother base. Use a waste of the human race. Shout come boss. Got my rivals seeing stars. Not celebrities retard. Hit in the dark, throwing darts. Now you know the consequences. Niggas run away and hopping fences. Got it from the mud deep in the trenches. This track slaps hard, knock them senseless. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming now, so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop. Now pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop. Hey, yo, B, what it do, though? Episode 221, Council Roundtable time. Talk about the old-fashioned rats and let y'all know what's happening. You dig? Let me clear my throat real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. Y'all ain't come in for all that. Yeah, B. Adam Pearce. Finally, after all this time, growing a fucking pair. Proud of you, sir. I'm definitely proud of you. Finally, laying down the law. The law of Raw. What's good, y'all? Ballet, what it do, though? Henny God. My dude RB was happening. Henny God said everybody want to go live. Yeah, man. So, y'all got a variety of shows to, to watch, what may have you for your own pleasure, man. You know what I'm saying? Shots go out to King Leo. I was over there for a quick second. Say what's up to him. Drop this link real quick. But y'all, you already know the vibes, B. Hit them thumbs up. But I don't open the floodgates until I get some more likes. Let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about. AEW Dynamite's going to have a good episode. Crossing our fingers tomorrow. Know what I'm saying? We got the new Alpha Academy coming out and beating up Brother Bo. Brother Bo over here laughing when he's getting his ass whipped. So I guess it's gonna be the impervious to pain character. Go figure. Let's get 2 more likes and I'll open the floodgates. How that sound? 2 more likes, y'all. We could do it. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, though. You guys are awesome, man. It's like Henny guys said, like everybody going live, but y'all chose to be here. That's much love, B. You guys are awesome. What Black Sauce talking about? What Black Sauce said? Let me scroll up real quick. Come on, man. Black Sauce said, good evening, everyone. There's a lot going on today. Hit the like button, everyone. I'm surprised that Ballet didn't tell everyone to hit, but all good. She did. She told people to hit the thumbs up, didn't she? But shots go out to y'all though, B. We're gonna talk about Raw. NXT is going on right now. Watch a little bit of that. Not much going on there from what I've seen. Anybody watch MLW? I started watching the beginning of it. Like I didn't get to really finish watching that either. MLW had a pay-per-view, Blood and Thunder. Ballet said she was too busy dancing to the music. Well, I appreciate you. Those 2 tracks came from yours truly. The first track was called Transform. The track after that is called Get Better. Both tracks currently right now on what's that? Silverback of Rap 3. I got so much damn material out there. I'll be forgetting what's on what. But yeah, both of those tracks, Transform and Get Better, is on the Silverback of Rap 3. So make sure y'all check that out. Don't be a twerp.
It was good, Sam, man.
Yo, what's going on? How are you, sir?
Doing good, doing good. How are you?
Life's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it kicks you in the balls, but that's how you learn.
Like, I was watching Raw yesterday, and like I was just chatting with friends and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
something hit me while
What's
I was
up?
chatting with friends. That you can tell instantly just by watching wrestling just for like a little while and knowing what their interests are. You could tell who hasn't gotten laid in a long time.
Talking shit.
Because if you're objectifying women with people that you have absolutely no chance of getting, that should really tell you something.
What did I miss? What happened?
Because like everybody's talking about like, oh, the Liv Morgan storyline, like, oh, Liv Morgan so hot. I was like, yeah, she looks good, but you have no chance of getting her.
So well, they're not wrong for saying that, you know what I mean, she's hot or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but they go fucking overboard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like when they all drink her bathwater type shit, like now you being creepy. I definitely get it.
Like for instance, Stephanie Vaquer, she's a beautiful woman. Right. But I'm not gonna go as far as go like I'm gonna drink her bathwater. Like the fuck?
Yeah, you know how these wrestling fans give it up. These wrestling fans be weird.
And plus out of the highlights I saw, like I watched.
Give me 1 second, Black. So let me refresh this shit real quick. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Give me a second.
Let me just tell the story to the audience here. Like I was basically watching the highlights of Roxy calling out Julia and Stephanie Vaquer in her promo earlier tonight before Thea Hale interrupted the proceedings. And it makes you think that by September, maybe August, those three are going to be facing off against each other. Because again, it'll make no sense otherwise.
Yeah, Roxy and Shorty from Chase U.
Yeah. Like for the moment.
Her finishes the Kimura lock. I see her try to lock in the Kimura on Roxanne.
But like that's definitely chick. Like she has a pretty nice finish with that package neck breaker that she has.
Okay. Oh, that's her name. From Chase U. I don't know.
No. The new chick, like she debuted in Mexico on Saturday.
Oh, Stephanie Licker, some shit like that.
Like she debuted in Mexico on Saturday.
Yeah. So WWE WWE went to Mexico this past weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she's from Chile. She doesn't speak a drop of English. But again, they have time.
How they're gonna get around this?
They have time. They basically need somebody to talk for her. Like she goes like NXT, I'll see you soon. I'm like, oh shit, that's heavy.
She learning.
Yeah, she's learning. But like she needs somebody to pretty much talk for her. Like it's kind of like what
like what Andrade had went through at first was Zelina Vega.
exactly. Like basically, Selena, like he knew English. He just everything that he said, you can't really. He can't really
can't really understand what he was saying.
Yeah, portray himself basically.
Yeah.
He can't. Yeah. So, like, I think that's what Stephanie Valkyrie is going through the same exact thing. I think she knows English. It's just that she can't project her feelings
right
accurately. So for
and
that,
that's why I was saying from before, you know, I miss the era of managers and shit when managers was the key component to get the actual wrestler over. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why that shit became taboo, which is ridiculous.
like the only person who could probably not even accurately, like kind of like put her over sort of in a way is probably Lana. I think that's it.
Lana who?
AEW, former AEW.
Oh God.
Lana.
Well, I would say now Lana should be with Gunther. I think Lana and Gunther will make a perfect pair.
Yeah, she wants to be the next. She wants to be the next Paul Heyman, which that is a very lofty expectations right there. But
she wants to be the next Paul Heyman.
That's what she said.
Everybody could dream, huh?
She said that she wants to be the next Paul Heyman, so she needs a client list. So yeah, if you put her with Gunther and with Stephanie, that might work. She has to start tall.
Yeah, like have her dress like how she used to dress when she was with Rusev when he was the Bulgarian Brute. Have her dress that same way with Gunther.
Like I said,
TKO was good.
Yeah.
You.
Like then with the Machine Gun saying goodbye to the Indies, which is a dead giveaway that they're going to WWE.
Yeah, they about to, and I think they should go to the main roster. Like people may disagree, and it's all good, but I think the main roster needs tag teams. Sorely needs tag teams.
It's which show though? That's the problem. If you put them in Raw, then they are doomed.
If you put them on the main roster, period, they're doomed because nobody's gonna know who they are. That's a fear I have.
I think that if you start them off in NXT, which is Indie Light, I think that would work. That would introduce them to the WWE audience instead of just throwing them out there.
Well, if that's the case, how long would you have them in NXT? Because how old are they?
I would have them for like a couple months, the most. Honestly,
because they're not spring chickens. They've been around for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 3-4 months to a year might do it.
Yeah, I would have them on there for like a couple months just to get a couple cats over, and then that's it.
So you put them on a losing streak in NXT?
No, not on a losing streak. Like get a couple dream matches in.
Who would you have them fight?
The Rascals, Gallus, fucking Axiom, and Frazier have been killing it.
You gotta have them lose to Axiom and Frazier and then get the fuck out of there.
I said that Axiom dude reminds me of Scorp from Saturday Night Slam Masters, that old school wrestling video game that Capcom made.
He's actually from NXT UK.
Who, Axiom?
Yeah, like the person underneath the mask is from NXT UK.
Okay, is NXT UK? They wrapped that up, right? They don't have NXT UK no more, right?
Yeah.
No, they don't. That shit is gone.
That's done, son.
Speaking of dudes in the mask, what about that dude from AEW? They about to reveal him on Collision.
Don't care.
What dude in the mask? What dude in the mask?
And at Collision, they were playing vignettes of some mass wrestler on
Oh, the
Collision.
shit that Toph was talking about.
Yeah, they revealing him this week.
Ballet asked if that's Ricochet.
I won't be. It might be Ricochet. I don't know, but I don't want
But,
to. I don't
but
want
isn't he
to.
still in the contract? I thought.
No, his deal is up.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I count down to 3 months before he starts jobbing.
I told you he's probably just there to get the match with Ospreay. I don't think he's gonna sign with anybody. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying.
What they're doing to poor Camille. She's out there putting up cryptic messages on fucking Twitter. Like, oh good lord, what are you doing to her?
Honestly, Camille is the problem is the roster is pretty stacked. That's the problem.
They want her not
they're
to
super
wrestle.
duper stacked.
They want her not to wrestle. They want her just to be the muscle in a group. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She was better off in WWE, and that's really saying something.
Well, I guess they're doing that.
She didn't debut in WWE either.
No. I'm saying that she was better off.
She was there?
No. She was better off signing with WWE. That's what I'm saying. That she was better off signing with WWE, and that's saying something because they haven't even touched her.
Well, WWE is stacked too.
But if you start off in NXT, have her be in a new school, or not new school. I'm not going to compare them to the Four Horsewomen, but kind of rebuild that part of it. That would have worked, especially in that place. It won't work in the main roster, but it will sure as hell work in that place.
That's definitely an interesting concept, rebuilding the Four Horsewomen.
Well, speaking of which, they just signed Stephanie, so she's going to get over quick.
Yeah, they signed Stephanie, already debuted her ass.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. She was Black Soul said she was in Mexico this past Saturday.
Well, that's a good way to showcase her, honestly. The problem I have is the fans. They doing that traitor talk again.
Like, the part that surprised me about that entire interaction was that the person who put her over was Priest.
Oh, he gave it an endorsement?
Yeah, they were speaking in Spanish, saying that, yo, you're ready.
El campeón.
Well, she kind of is. So
then she said, NXT, I'm coming. In the most broken English that you ever heard in your life.
Like, don't let the WWE nerds hear that shit. Oh my gosh, she's coming. I love her so much. You know how them WWE nerds be weird and shit.
They already weird. They calling her a traitor for not signing with AEW. So like
that shit always kills me with motherfuckers saying shit like that. Oh yeah, like, don't you understand? This shit is a fucking business. People go to different organizations, and you know what I'm saying, all the damn time when it comes to wrestling. That doesn't mean they're a traitor.
And plus, she already said right away that she would rather be in WWE. That was her dream.
Like, this shit goes back to when Mike Awesome did what he did, when they tried to call Mike Awesome a traitor. He wasn't getting paid in ECW. What the fuck he's supposed to do? Was to stay there just to stay?
The checks were bouncing.
Yeah, like, he wasn't getting paid. Anybody will fucking leave. Motherfuckers got families to feed. Oh, it's all about the loyalty. Fuck your loyalty. That dude Paul Heyman still
the part that was
the most money.
Like, the part that was probably the most fucked up was that she left CMLL high and motherfucking dry.
Ballet asked you something right there.
Yeah, she beat Isla down with that package neck breaker.
That's right, Ballet. Business is business. Like, I always thought that shit was weird. Now, if anything, you could call Lex Luger a traitor at the time. He was on some traitorous shit. And
that was funny shit, though.
It was funny, but yeah, you call that being a traitor? Yes.
Motherfucker showed up in a fucking Sabara.
Oh man. But that shit always was weird to me. Like motherfuckers was coming at Edge because Edge went to AEW.
For half
Like,
the motherfucking pay.
like what the fuck? Like let the man. Like what else was he supposed to do? And WWE, he done did it all. Oh, he was supposed to beat Roman Reigns for the no. Like what is wrong with y'all? Hell no. Edge had his time. Let him go somewhere, recreate himself, have some matches. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna
Okay,
lie,
that's
so
funny,
far,
Nate.
yeah, that's not Nate. That's Toph.
Oh,
Oh
Toph.
God, Toph,
That's
really?
funny.
Ricky!
You know, Toph was a mess.
Hell, Contra.
Oh my God.
That shit always bugged me out though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna say, like Edge, I like what Edge is doing in AEW. It was a goofy move for him to jump off the top of the cage,
Call
but
that,
that's
call that
neither
his
here nor
best
there.
run. He's breaking his fibula and tibia. Yeah,
I
no.
think Edge clearly underestimates how old he is.
Yeah, he was like in the middle of feeling himself. You know what happens to the best of us.
He got the good. Basically, Adam Copeland got the good drugs.
Because it was like when he was, you could tell when he was in midair, he was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck am I doing?" It was too late.
You could have at least did like a splash or an elbow, though. Well, you'd have been better off doing that.
Yeah, because I think that's why he landed like that, because he caught himself in midair, like, "Oh shit, what the fuck am I doing?"
The motherfucker landed feet first.
It was at this moment he realized
he done
fucked up.
Completely.
It was at this moment he done fucked up. Oh my goodness!
Okay,
and then I watched the
WWE's
home run
going
derby. Who watched the fucking national anthem in the home run derby last night? My God!
And I haven't watched baseball in years.
I saw the clips of that shit. God, that was terrible. It's like they hire worse and worse people to do the national anthem every
That woman did Fergie. That woman did the Fergie national anthem on fucking steroids.
Nah, that shit with Fergie was hilarious as hell.
I want to know what made people.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Fergie does not have a voice like that at all.
But the woman who did the national anthem last night, she said that she's going to rehab, which that's a good thing, you know.
Oh, she was drunk for sure. Like she was stumbling on the mic. Like, good Lord.
And the Rock is red glare, yo.
But the ending of that derby was good too. I mean, with Bobby Witt being like what I think it was like 3 feet short to tying the home run derby at 14.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like the last time I watched baseball, Don Mattingly was still playing.
Jesus. No, Shohei's up right now. After he just hit a home run in the, I think of the third. Yeah, hit home run in the third, making it 3-2.
So what it do, Toph? I know you want to say something about Trump since you got that thumbnail.
Nothing, man. I'm just enjoying the memes.
Yeah, the memes is yo. You
Oh,
see
God,
that dude 50?
Oh God, man. I'm not even gonna get into an argument about that. I got into too many arguments about Trump's dumbass today.
He's not winning. I mean, his vice president nomination pretty much sowed. It didn't sow it for Biden. It just made it more interesting.
This whole fiasco is interesting. Like, you know, these other countries is looking at us and laughing like, yo, so these are y'all leaders? This what y'all got going on over there?
Nah, they were laughing. They were laughing a long time ago.
Yes.
They were. Now it's just even worse. I'm like, really? These two are your best candidates? Yep. Nobody wanted to run?
All I gotta say really is all I gotta say is what I said a couple of weeks ago, man. When it comes to me, you know, I love memes. I like joking. So whether he's Biden,
you sound a little muffled, Toph. I don't know. Like you sound like a little muffled. You normally sound more clear than that.
Well, I'm using an old laptop. Maybe.
Yeah, you sound a little muffled.
But imagine if
back up a little bit.
Imagine if though Trump loses after getting shot in the ear though. He would
Oh
be
my god, I'll laugh so fucking
he
hard.
would be such a loser.
Like he literally gave his what was his left ear or his right ear?
His right.
He literally
So you gotta
gave his
give
right
me
ear.
like you gotta give me and TKO at least the first 30 minutes to laugh.
Oh God, I will laugh forever. I will be like, y'all ain't got no excuses now. Dude got shot in the ear. Y'all stormed the Capitol. Y'all let a cult made a bunch of terrible merch, and he still lost back to back.
You went
Didn't
to
this
jail.
dude didn't this dude have some fake ass looking Cody Rhodes sneakers too? The Trump sneakers?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Shit
Yes,
look like the
and
American
them-
Nightmare kicks.
Them shits look like orthopedics. Good lord.
And you got Fat Joe goofy ass buying them shit. So I'm like, yeah, I bet you buy them.
You got Amber Rose's dumbass making a speech. Good lord.
Then his vice president nominee, he said that he knew that he was gonna run for vice president when he saw Mexicans storm the border. I was like, okay. Now, Mexicans. You motherfucking dumbasses.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm gonna switch.
This is who you're voting
I'll be
for.
right back, guys.
All right, cool. Yeah,
You're voting for Trump, you're voting for this idiot.
I ain't gonna have you go out like that, Toph, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have none of my comrades go out like that. I'm gonna let y'all know if y'all sounding crispy or not.
Then I said, like me and Sandman were talking on Saturday. And like he brought up the old clip of the fight of me and Scott. And I thought at first, that was kicked out.
What the hell?
That shit was classic. That was classic. That was top tier right there.
And I thought that I was gonna get kicked out at first.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, why did you think that? Like that was a back and forth between y'all two. Y'all both grown ass men.
So I thought,
It's not like y'all disrespected each other. So
it was disrespectful. It was definitely disrespectful.
So
yeah,
I
but
thought,
in a good way.
So I thought, you know what, this fucker's getting on my nerves. So if I'm gonna get kicked out anyways, might as well make it worth it.
No, I wouldn't kick. Like if you know what I'm saying, you or whoever it is having a debate or whatever. No, I mean that's between y'all. We all grown here. Talk your shit.
For a matter of fact, after that debate, that gave me more confidence. To be truthful.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like it is what it is. Like I knew it was gonna happen eventually, either with you or with Toph, because we could all tell this dude was trolling. We all could tell. It was like, come on, my dude, you can't believe the bullshit that you're saying. You can't be. And I knew eventually. It's like the time I'm looking for the clip when Toph lost it on this dude Snuggles. Now that shit was funny too.
Oh man.
He said, I ain't trying to hear this. I'm not in the mood for your shit today now, Snuggles.
Oh my god.
You remember that shit? That shit was funny as hell.
Toph went up on Marcus too. Toph had a couple.
Yeah, Toph,
yeah, but he deserved that, honestly.
Both of them deserved it.
Yo, sound better now?
Much better.
Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah. All I was saying earlier is I don't really have anything else to say. I like memes. I like posting memes, and I don't care if it's memes making fun of Democrats, memes making fun of Republicans. It's like a roast, man. It's all good and fun. My only issue is people are so fucking stiff. Politics is so stiff. Like I saw so many funny Donald Trump memes. And there are some people I'm friends with. I'm not going to say any names, but there's some people I'm friends with, and I was posting some of these memes, and they weren't reacting, they weren't saying anything. And I know full well if that was Biden that got shot, they would be laughing their ass off. But because it's their boy Trump, they're just like they feel some kind of way. It's like I don't know. So that's what I dislike about politics.
They also
not for anybody. Go ahead, TK. Go ahead.
I mean, they also feel some kind of way that it was somebody from their own. That was a Republican.
I knew right away. I was like, this dude has to be white. There's
Of
no
course.
way. There's
Of
no way.
course, a black-
You don't see no black person do that shit. Come on now.
Yeah,
Right.
there's
There's no way a
we
black dude
definitely not crashing out on some bullshit like that. We'll
No,
crash
no.
out on the ops, but not on no damn presidential
Right.
campaign or some shit like that. Hell
It's
no.
like, do you want to die?
Like, we
Right.
don't hate Trump that bad. Like, good lord.
Like we just normally just ignore the motherfucker. Like, but it's like, well, when it comes to me, like, of course I don't want nobody to get shot in the head. You know, it's you know, I guess you could call me somewhat of a humanist. I guess what they call it. Like, I do care about human life, but I also like if shit is funny, shit is funny. Like they're both okay. You know, Trump may have lost the air. He'll buy a new one, and you know he's all right. You know, so it's okay to laugh at it now. Sometimes you gotta laugh at our pain.
Right.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout outs to Sandman for sharing the Scott Black
Yeah,
Star
we
clip.
were just talking about.
I listened to that the other day. I was laughing my ass off. That was great.
Oh man, he was like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!"
I like how you kept the same tone of voice as you were saying that shit too.
See,
Yes,
that's
I
what
was.
happens.
Black beak.
Say that again, TKO. I didn't hear what TKO said. Would you say that again, TKO?
He said,
Nah,
"Why
I'm
did I
just
say
saying
the
I
same
love the
thing?"
same tone of voice. Like, your tone never changed when you said that.
See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you. That's what happens when you talk shit without thinking about it. That's how Scott was, because Black Star just put him on the spot. On the spot, he was like, "Name 3 people right now." He was like,
Yeah, and he said, "I'll even give you 2." He said, "I'll give you Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker." Yeah, he like Vince. Yeah, he had something to do with making them. He said, "Name 3 other people that Vince McMahon made in this new NXT era. The floor is yours." He was like, stuttering all over the damn place.
I mean, he may have gave them their names, but as far as that goes, he didn't really establish them. Carmelo Hayes was already hot on the indies, but
Right.
Let me, because like I basically had enough of the Vince McMahon dick sucking on a weekly basis.
no, my God.
So I was all like, okay, it's time to make an example.
Because it wasn't making any sense. It's like, yo, Scott, come on, my dude. You can't be believing the bullshit that you're saying. Like, it's very apparent what's going on right in front of your face, and you just refuse to deal with the reality that this dude is out of touch, senile old fuck. It just was what it was.
right.
Exactly.
And that's when I came to the revelation at the time. Like, if you really think of it, Vince McMahon really didn't invent much. He just had the money to back it. All he ever did was steal shit. That's all he ever did. Was steal people's ideas or their talent, one or the other.
Pretty much.
It's sad when you're out there stealing shit from the rapist that is Pat Patterson.
Oh man,
I'll give him
Pat Patty.
I'll give him Taker. He came up with that.
Yeah,
But-
that's the only thing. That's the only thing great that he invented.
Right.
That came from his mind that he invented.
Yeah, like everybody else, like, you know, they invented themselves amongst the locker room. Like, you know, they may have bounced ideas around in the locker room and made shit pop.
There is some times where wrestlers just come up with shit, and like you can tell right away that it's gonna be a fucking disaster.
That's right, Ballet. Pat Patty.
I think Daniel Bryan suggested the name Joe Boner as his WWE name.
Wait, huh?
What was that name again?
Joe Boner.
Joe Boner.
What in the fuck? Who?
He must
Who
have
did?
Rigo.
Who in
The
the
Rigo,
fuck?
the
Who
Rigo told
put
him right
somebody
away. Told him right away. There's no fucking way you're coming out with that name. Go back.
Absolutely not. Like, who like what? Who did you piss off to get that?
I mean, we're laughing at that, but to this day, I'm still scratching my head at Dolph Ziggler. The fuck we talking about? Like what?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
name, we
I
never
never.
got used to that name
Yeah, I was
ever.
curious about that name too. He's just lucky he could wrestle, because
Dolph
Brian
Ziggler.
Brian Danielson came up with that name by himself. He wanted to call himself Joe Boat.
I think the
Joe.
lamest one was when I think the lamest one was when Steve Austin came in. They were going to call him
I knew he was gonna say
Bang,
that.
Bang McFrost or whatever the fuck it
Yeah, with
was.
Chili McFreeze. I'm like, my dude, this ain't the fucking 80s. This ain't mid 80s. Chili McFreeze.
I'm not.
Wow.
Nah, man. What about that name that they gave Chavo, Kerwin White? Good
Oh
Lord.
God.
Good.
Listen,
That dude was
listen,
racist as fuck.
listen. Kerwin White was a guilty pleasure of mine. I liked the gimmick. I really did.
If it's
It
not
was something
right,
different.
it's not right. Like, oh
You know
my
what? You know
God.
why I liked it. You know why? I agree with Tove, because it was something different. He wasn't like your typical Mexican wrestler. It was something out the box.
I could
Right.
not take that seriously because every time they said his name, I just laughed. Like I would laugh through the match.
His
It would be so terrible.
His catchphrase was what sold it for me. I was like, if it's not right, it's
If
not
it's
right.
not right, it's
oh,
not
God.
Right.
White is not
Right,
right.
it was great. It was great. Right. I was totally for it, and then Eddie died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't going to be a world champion or anything, but that would have been a good comedy card gimmick. I would have liked it. So
My eyes watered like a motherfucker when Eddie died, man. That shit took all of us by surprise. I'm like, come on,
Like,
not
there was another
Eddie.
storyline with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley wanted to get fat.
Is that when he was beefing with what's it that Simon dude? What the fuck his name was again?
Simon
That-
Diamond?
Dean.
Not
Simon
Simon
Dean.
Diamond. Simon
It was
Dean, yeah.
Yeah.
Simon
No,
Dean,
like it was
yeah.
during, like it was during the pandemic. He just said
Fun
that
fact
they just wanted to get fat and then have MVP coach him back into shape, and then it'll be Lashley versus Reigns, or in shape Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns for the WWE title.
That would have been really risky booking, because
at WrestleMania.
like, he could have really hurt himself, because like if you gain all that weight and then you gotta lose all that weight within a matter of, you know what I'm saying, a couple months or whatever, you could fuck your heart up like that. So that would have been really risky for him to do.
Vince told him no.
Yeah, Vince. Yeah,
we're not doing that.
Because you could kill yourself like that. Like, you lose all that weight that fast. You can't do that.
Like some of the bad decisions that wrestlers made actually made it to TV. Remember 7?
Who could forget?
7.
Oh.
Yeah.
The pedophile that looked like Pinhead without the pins in his head.
Jesus
that was Turner who said no to that.
Thank God.
Because it was like, my dude, what are you trying to do? You trying to be a pedophile version of Undertaker? You know what I mean? Like,
that was God.
That dude said it. That dude said he came out looking like Uncle Fester. I died.
Oh, Nitro.
Nah, that promo was fantastic, though. I ain't gonna lie. He's like, this shit was terrible.
it's like, and rightfully so. Like, that's when everybody was just getting tired of WCW shit. Like, y'all dudes don't have no plans, and the plans that y'all come up with is fucking retarded, because y'all too busy trying to rub on Hogan's bald hairs.
Y'all too busy sending spoilers for WWF, and it's backfiring on y'all.
Then there's another one when freaking I think it was like Axe from Demolition, when he went to WCW. He went to call himself Hole in One.
The fuck?
Yo, these names are fucking stupid. Good Lord.
And I think it was Regal. Yeah, Regal said no to that.
And
like, yeah, we're not fucking doing that.
And didn't Hawk give somebody a really good name? Like, Hawk was known for giving some motherfuckers some decent ring names. So why the fuck did you come up with
his
that?
idea. Yeah, it was his idea to give Brutus the Barber Beefcake, which sounds kind of whatever, but then when you say it in a full sentence, it doesn't sound that bad. That was
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yeah, you know.
I think there was like one more that kind of made me laugh. It was I think it was there's like an old TNA gimmick. I keep on forgetting which one it was.
The old TNA gimmick.
Yeah.
What was it? A match?
I
A match
remember
concept or a pay-per-view?
No, it was
dumb
Willow.
TNA.
It was Willow.
Oh,
I actually liked Willow. I liked Willow.
Jeff
'cause
Hardy
Willow's-
was the one
Willow
who
the
came up
Wisp.
with Willow.
I
And
thought the
think it
Willow
was-
gimmick was pretty cool,
It was
honestly.
Dixie
Yeah.
Carter. Dixie Carter was the one who said no.
right.
That's because Dixie Carter was never creative. So
When I think of dumb TNA shit, I think of the faction Russo had called Sex. That was dumb.
Oh, God.
SEX.
Was it a 10-minute dream?
Yo, how much members was down with them? They had a lot of members.
95.
I'm mad
Yeah,
that they.
too many.
I'm mad that they put low key in that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you better than this, low key. What are we doing here?
There was one WWE tried to do with Kofi. It was like right before the Kofi Mania stuff. They were calling him this on SmackDown for a couple of weeks, and then they stopped. I swear to God, they called Kofi the Dynamic Dynamo.
What?
Dynamo. I forgot what it was.
The dynamic dynamo. What? Wow.
I don't know.
There was another one with Justin Gabriel. Like he wanted to call himself the surfing werewolf.
Nah, it was the Dare Wolf.
The Dare.
Yeah.
Wolf,
Oh yeah.
I actually like
That's
that
not-
name.
That's not
That's a-
that bad.
That's a
Yeah.
real name. I like that name. The
Yeah.
Dare Wolf. I like
The
that.
problem is he just kept losing. So it just didn't. So people just stopped caring.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
think it was
this dude,
um
Hold on, this dude Ashanti the Adonis got a match next Tuesday on NXT.
aka who gives a fuck.
Conflict.
That's a good. It's just you
I'm
mentioned
sorry.
him. That's a good name. That's too good of a name to just be a jobber. That's unfortunate.
Ashanti
Ashanti.
Adonis.
Ashanti the
I actually
Adonis.
like
Yeah.
that. Is a good name, but
Yeah,
damn.
The
He's
problem
gonna, he's
is
gonna
that-
lose next week, so you already know.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not
Who's
even gonna
he-
lie.
who's he losing to?
I'm shocked he still has a job. Honestly.
Yeah, me too. Well, can you really be shocked? This dude Odyssey Jones is at home just chilling, collecting a check.
Right.
No,
Basically, what it was.
he's doing.
basically
no,
what it
he's
was
doing
what Triple H
he's doing
did.
What Titus O'Neil is doing. He's an
that-
ambassador.
Yeah, basically what Triple
Yes.
H did was he hired everybody back that Vince fired, and that was a nice thing to do. But like the majority of the people he hired back, there was never any real plan for him. It was just like, hey, my bad for you getting fired. We'll take care of you. And again, it's nice, but what are they really doing? You know?
Training,
The
and eating.
person, the person I'm still surprised about to this fucking day is Omos not getting fired.
Dead ass though.
Word.
He's a made guy, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Why?
How's he a main guy? He fucking
'cause Under-
sucks.
Because
Undertaker
Taker
put him
loves
under the
him.
wing. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Y'all gotta stop
Yeah.
using that. Y'all gotta stop using that cop out because there's been a
It's
couple
the
of people
truth.
taking, but there's been a couple of people take her cosign and they're not there. So come on now.
Yeah.
Like this dude, what was it Nathan Jones? He
Oh,
endorsed
God,
him.
that guy
terrible.
sucked.
he was god awful. That guy was awful.
awful. Right.
The Colossus
Oh.
from Bago Road.
The shit, the Colossus of Bummo Road.
Right.
Like,
That guy
that
was
dude-
awful.
8
Good
feet
Lord.
tall doing spin kicks. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like
And
right.
look at stink at that. This dude will do a spin kick and land on his ankle.
He do a spin kick and then stumble every time he does it. I'm like, dude,
He's got
what?
he's got the funny one of the funniest stories because Taker was supposed to have a tag match at Mania and the rehearsal was so bad.
And
Yeah.
they dropped it. They dropped
Yeah,
it.
the rehearsal
they-
rehearsal was so
No, they
bad.
made it a
This was like
handicap
fuck it.
match.
Oh, okay.
No, they
Yeah,
didn't
the-
drop it. It was a handicap match. That was
Yeah, well-
WrestleMania 19.
Yeah. They kept doing rehearsals and it was so bad. Vince was like, fuck this. He just canceled.
Yeah, we're gonna set up an angle for you to get attacked, and Taker's gonna fight Big Show and A Train on his own.
Like,
Ballet said, you know how Ballet feels about Omos. We can't talk about Omos over here.
We got
I
the Homo
remember-
sapiens.
The Homo sapiens.
Like I remember when, like I was watching the 90. I think it was like the 92, right? Yeah, the 92 Rumble when Ric Flair came up at number 3,
One of the best Rumbles, B.
and like.
Yeah.
And like the inflections in fucking Bobby the Brain's voice We said when Gorilla said there's nobody who won from number 3. It's like, oh no. And like
See,
all of a sudden when Jake was like, Jake the Snake will save Rick. Text Rick.
See,
Like,
the thing about
no,
Bobby,
no.
the thing about Bobby, he was like such a wingman. He was saying like real sus shit, but you never noticed it as a kid. But then like looking back as an adult, you're like, wait a minute, this dude loves this guy too much. Like the one I always remember was when Brett fought Mr. Perfect at SummerSlam, and like right when the match started, Bobby was like, Perfect will be in the showers in 10 minutes. And I was like, what? The fuck is this dude talking about?
Like what? Yeah. And not only that, you really counted? The fuck you standing outside the shower waiting for him for?
That sounds like some Michael Hayes shit.
Man.
Good
Speaking of
Lord.
Michael P.S. Hayes, I see this dude Mark Henry is coming out with a documentary on Superstar Sunday, I think it is, on A&E.
Oh yeah, they did the Miz last week, so
Looks like he's gonna sign. Looks like he's signing.
You think he's coming back home to WWE?
Yeah,
hopefully they give him the promotion he asked for. They should have gave it to him the first time.
Yeah, they will. And he could come back and train these big men how to work even better. I wouldn't mind like a Mark Henry putting Obafemi underneath the wing.
Because like the two best scouts WWE had or WWE ever had was Regal and Mark Henry.
Oh, Jim
Mark
Ross.
Henry.
You can't forget Jim.
I mean, in the current era.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
Well, Mark Henry did discover Bianca and Jade Cargill, so he does have some eye for talent.
And the best ring announcer since Jillian.
So yeah, B. I know y'all seen whoever's on the YouTube side. Y'all seen the title. Adam Pearce finally stands on business. He was like, if you don't apologize, then you're still suspended. I'm like, holy shit. Let me find out, Pearce. Okay.
The thing this could set up is because like they could go in this direction. They could go Seth versus Punk versus
the triple threat. But I don't think they should do that. Like, why should they? I guess I guess I won't be surprised if they do that shit. But I think let's flesh this out. You know what I mean? Get 2 one-on-one matches first, then do a triple threat match afterwards. But
if they do
that, it's because they don't trust Punk. That's why.
Yeah. Great point.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah. That. Oh God. Unless they do like Seth versus Drew and the winner faces Punk or some shit like that.
Man, Punk better be fucking healthy by the end of this year. Like me and this dude Toph got a bet going on. The fuck. Like we already almost halfway past the year. But come on, my dude. You could be healthy till next year.
We are halfway past the year.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, thanks a lot, Black. So yeah, we are halfway past the year.
They keep talking about Punk versus Drew at SummerSlam, and Punk's gonna be there on Raw next week. So I'm guessing he's gonna say an update on his health.
Yeah, wrestling's weird, man. I talked about this, months ago. Wrestling's weird because every time wrestlers get in the ring and take bumps, it's basically a mini car crash. And when wrestlers first start doing it, it leaves marks on their bodies, and it's not a good feeling. But the more you do it, the body adapts, and the longer you go without doing it, the easier it is for you to get hurt. And I've said before, that's why Punk is so injury prone. The constant breaks from the ring.
Well,
because the last time he was in the ring taking bumps was at the Rumble. That was back in January. We're in July. This dude hasn't wrestled one match since then. So if you're Triple H or Nick Khan or the manual guy, yeah, it's it's a risk. It's a risk because he could get hurt again. So I wouldn't be surprised if they add Seth. I'm with you. It should be a one-on-one match, but like I said, putting my own feelings for Punk aside, I could see them adding Seth to the match because maybe they don't trust Punk. Maybe Seth and Drew can bump and do most of the work, if that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah,
You know,
Up
you make a lot of sense.
Punk.
You make a lot
as a
of
way to
sense.
kind
You
of,
do.
as a way to kind of like ease Punk back into it. Maybe he can do some tag matches or something. I don't know, but that's the risk you take. Because
Put him
when
in
he
Hell
left
in a Cell
wrestling,
in his first one-on-one match. That's a very tough ask.
right? Yeah. Because remember, this dude, he was gone for 7 years. That I said before, like that's because it's not his age. Because there's a lot of wrestlers who are like over 40 and they're like in the best shape of their life.
Like a priest.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what's going on with Punk. I don't know if he has a ring at his house or how much he's going to the PC. Like I don't know, but
Yeah, I think he's going to the PC frequently, and I just think when he was in AEW or whatever. Like they already let the cat out the bag. Most of them don't really train like that. They don't have a PC.
right.
So maybe he don't have like what you said, maybe he don't have a ring where he live at, which I don't know why wouldn't he? Like if this is your job, you want to stay, you want to keep that ring rust off of you, or you want to have like a local gym or something like that you could go and keep the ring rust off of you.
Plus,
But also
A
wanted
was
to say hold on,
well,
I wanted
really-
to say one more thing. I
Oh,
wanted to say one more
okay.
thing too. Like I just think like when it came to him getting hurt in the Rumble or whatever, he really didn't have that much time to heal up properly since he left AEW. Because remember, he leave or didn't he get fired in AEW from in the same month he showed up in that Survivor Series? It was November. Yeah, it was like November.
No.
Wasn't
All
it?
in was
No, it wasn't.
All in was September, and then Survivor Series was a few
It was in
months after
November.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2
Yeah.
months. You know what I'm
Pretty
saying? And then
much,
after
yeah.
that, he went
Yeah.
to the he was in the Rumble and shit.
I think the other thing too, and I'm not trying to insult either company. And when he was in AEW, a lot of not every wrestler, but a lot of the wrestlers that he was in the ring with were small dudes. So it was a little bit easier for him. Like his first match was with Darby Allin. Darby was small.
Like easier on the legs or easier.
But yeah, I remember he had a pretty decent Rampage match with Evan Bourne or Matt Sydal, MJF. MJF isn't a little guy or anything, but at the time when they were feuding, MJF wasn't like a big dude or anything. The only guys,
one of the best
Right.
for AEW.
That was a great feud, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
right? The
Probably
only two.
Probably one of his best feuds.
Right.
Yeah.
The only two dudes in AEW that he really worked with that were like, I would say heavyweights, not like super heavyweights, was like he worked Wardlow that one time. He worked Mox, he worked Hangman. So like when you compare AEW to WWE, a lot of the guys in WWE like are a lot bigger. Like Drew McIntyre is a big dude.
Yeah,
he
and
hits hard.
and it's very apparent. It's very apparent. Like you seen them have that little scuffle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
So it's gonna.
he's
Right.
eclipsing this dude Punk when it comes to height.
Right. So like when you look at the layout, like whether it's Raw or SmackDown, like if Punk wants to work, like there's a lot of bigger dudes in WWE. Like you got Priest, you got Drew, you got Gunther, you got Lashley, you got Roman, you got Braun Breaker. There's not that many smaller dudes that can just bump around. I think he had like a
Let me ask
house
you
show
a
match
quick question,
with
though.
Dom. Mhm.
Do you think a feud with him and Seth would have worked better?
If he didn't get hurt, yeah, because Seth can
Or
bump
to kind of
around
ease
for
him
him.
into it?
Yeah, because Seth can bump around. Like, we all know Seth can do that. I think Sami Zayn would be good. I think what's the dude's name? Sammy fought him last night.
Ilya?
Dragunov.
Yeah, Dragunov would be good. He could bump around for him. I think he had like a house show match at Madison Square Garden before he got hurt with Dom.
With Dom,
yeah. Dom would be a really good like feud with him, and so when this Drew stuff blows over, I recommend WWE put some with smaller guys as a way to, who he should work with. He should work with the Carmelo Hayes dude. Give Carmelo something.
That would work.
I think
Carmelo's on SmackDown though.
I think Punk and Hayes would be a dope match, but one of them's got to switch brands.
Have Hayes switch brands.
And this, wait, Toph, isn't this you admitting that CM Punk will stay healthy till next year? It's like you basically admitting that right there. If he's gonna work with somebody else.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to give advice to WWE on to make him stay healthy. I think if you put him in the ring with smaller dudes, and I'm not trying to insult him or WWE. I think if you put him in there with smaller guys that bump around for him, I think he has a better chance of not getting hurt. Let him work small guys for like 2-3 months, and then give him a big dude.
Like that's the problem that I have with the Machine Guns. There are absolutely no tag teams their size. Maybe the Guerrillas of Destiny.
Oh, Judgment Day. You got maybe Balor and McDonough. You know what I mean? They are around the same size as them.
Maybe DIY.
Yeah, DIY. There you go. Yeah, they got some teams they can mix it up with.
But like, I understand what you guys are saying. It's just that there's too few of them.
Yeah. And that's all Vince's fault. Let's really be real. Motherfucker kept, you know what I'm saying, just kept dismantling tag teams just for the fuck of it, or not pushing them. Like they threatening to break up the New Day. It's like, what? And I get it. It's like, you know, New Day they've been together for like forever. So it's like, where else can they go? But y'all should have broke up the New Day from way before y'all made these 2 tag team championships.
They done everything. They won the tag team Triple Crown, I think, 10 times over. So.
It's like, then y'all gotta have, like, for the New Day, y'all gotta have a couple of tag teams replace them. Like y'all got AOP looking like Jabba's out of all people. Like AOP should be. Motherfuckers should be scared of AOP on Raw right now.
Yeah, I really like them in NXT. I really like their NXT run. I don't know what's going on with them. They're just there. Yeah.
I think that the Creeds would be a great tag team if it was 6 years ago.
Well, the Creeds are now with Chad Gable now. So
and I've always said before, I've always thought that the Street Profits have potential to be. I still think they have a lot of untapped potential to be the team of WWE, but my biggest criticism
that would be a great tag team if it was 6 years ago.
Yeah, but my criticism.
I don't think they outdated. I don't think they outdated at all.
My criticism with the Profits is like they're a great team, but they're not the team. They're just a team. Like the way that they're presented, and whenever they show up, they don't feel like a top team. They just feel like 2 warm bodies, and it's like
because they don't have no direction. You're right; they don't have no direction, and it's like them joining this whole prod bullshit. It did them no favors whatsoever. The pride of what? The pride of being bums.
The pride of bums.
Yeah, goofy as a bitch.
But yes, I was watching like WCW. I was like, WCW had the better tag team division by fucking far. That entire
WCW had a stacked as fuck roster.
The entire Monday Night Wars, I was like, WCW had the better tag team division by far, by fucking far. Because like other than the Brothers of Destruction, you look at every other tag team, every other great tag team was a WCW tag team.
Triple Nose don't want the Street Profits to shine. I guess so.
And it's like you said, Sam. It's like you said, Sam. Man, all Vince ever did was he just got people from elsewhere. You know, because the
Dudleys came from, would wrestle rings
because the Dudleys the Dudleys came from ECW. The Hardys were from Carolina Indies. Edge and Christian were from Canadian Indies. You know, there wasn't. Now that I think about it, there's not that many. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Actually, you know what? There is
like a homegrown WWF / WWE talent that's a tag team.
There is
the
one.
Rockers were from
AWA, right?
Yeah, we're from AWA. Yeah.
I did think of one. They did come up with Demolition, But the problem with Demolition was, and Demolition, like they were over, like back in the day, like they were over.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the more over teams of their era.
The second they
But
signed
the
Legion of Doom with the second they're
right.
pushing.
It was over. It was over. Like,
Yeah,
like Vince was like, Vince was like, yeah, we got the real versions. So
as soon as they got Legion to do, they just threw them. Yo, Vince,
They had Demolition
Right.
had a kick-ass theme. Let me try and fight.
right.
I'm telling you, man, Demolition. Even though they looked like two gimps, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they used to beat the shit out of motherfuckers, yo. Like I used to love when they used to fight jobbers on was that Saturday night main event or
Yeah.
Superstars.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, I found it.
How they music go doom 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 doom.
Hold on, just give me a second. Let me just turn down the volume real quick.
Jesus, man. Drake cannot win.
Oh yeah, you mentioned the Drake thing the other day. I remember that.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
The revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Tell you, when they played that shit, you knew somebody's ass was about to get whipped.
Like they had a kick-ass theme.
Before
And then they
Sandman went
take off their
live,
mask, they're like, nah. When they take off the masks.
Yeah.
before Sandman went live, I was listening to Psycho Sid theme. When you heard that music, it was game over.
Right.
Who's the man?
Somebody was dying. Somebody was gonna die. So,
Man, Psycho Sid be like,
Vince must have looked at the locker room and said, "Whoever's next to me is facing Sid next."
Right.
man. And
That's what you get.
he was in the Hall of he's not in the Hall of Fame either.
That's a fucking crime.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely.
we
a Hall
spoke
of
about
Famer.
that from before. We was like, yeah, that's crazy. Like we all thought that he was inducted in the Hall of Fame, but he wasn't. And I definitely don't understand that. Like, why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
I remember a story when Sid would rather play softball than wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
he was
that's
big
what I'm
on
playing
softball.
that's
Yeah,
the story.
he-
Yeah,
yeah.
if he actually had his heart into it, he probably would be one of the best of all time. That's the crazy part about Sid. He was very successful for somebody who wasn't even doing it like that. That's crazy. So,
What position he played in baseball?
I'm not sure.
Softball, like I think he played outfield.
Makes sense because he's tall, so you know you want to have your tall players in the outfield, so they
Freakishly
could,
athletic.
yeah. I could see him catching somebody with a jackknife power bomb. Like, I was safe. You was out. Oh, word.
He did not give a fuck where you landed.
What would be
He's
great
just
would be what would be great if he hit a base hit and then goes for the base and then like instead of the umpire saying out or safe, the umpire just says catch 22, catch 22, go back. Why me? Why me? Why me?
Some of his promos were just the funniest shit ever.
It definitely was. We got to do that shit for one of these shows, like maybe like not like a scheduled show, but like a show. I just feel like just going live, pulling up, just chop it up with y'all, just go over the best promos ever in wrestling history.
Like Psycho said, you should just pick on fat people on a weekly when he was a heel.
Oh,
Shut up, fat
man.
man.
It's bogus. This whole thing is bogus.
Maybe he was talking normally to JR. Sorry, I'm starting all over.
This
We're live,
is-
pal.
He was like, when it
This is
comes to oh man, I messed up. But we're live, pal.
This is how iconic Sid is. Sid is so iconic in wrestling. Anytime anybody is watching a wrestling promotion and they see the usual heel with like heavy bodyguard, you're subconsciously thinking, "Oh, I can't wait for the guy to go full Sid." You know, where he told Sean, "You don't give me the night off." He gave him a power bomb.
It's like when they told this dude Sid to go break a leg, they didn't mean it literally.
Oh
Like
man.
he jackknifed Shawn Michaels, and then somebody must have told the ref, like, please stop him from powerbombing him again. What the fuck are you doing?
Man, we love you, Sid. We definitely love you. Fucking the Millennium Man.
Like at least Diesel cared where you landed when he powerbombed your ass. Like,
Shit, I think the Giant begs to differ. Remember, he dropped the Giant right on his head.
That's because you're trying to. Well, in his defense, he's 500 pounds. You're not going to win.
It shouldn't have been a spot in the first place. That's the thing.
Like, the people who literally didn't give a fuck where you landed was Vader and Sid. Those people did not give a shit.
Yo, speaking of Vader, like, I don't know what type of Vader rabbit hole I fell down on Facebook, but I be getting all types of like old school NJPW matches with him in it. This dude was a fucking savage. Man, like, it was just one match. I think it was him and Bam Bam Bigelow versus Doom, if I'm not mistaken. These dudes was fighting for real.
Like, I remember when WCW played the tape where he broke two jobbers' backs. Or no, when he broke a jobber's back.
Anytime I think
I
of
have
Vader,
the brain that you do.
anytime I think of Vader, I think about the time Stevie Ray was gonna whack him. No, did he?
Really?
And like he powerbombed the first jobber. They're like, okay, that must not be the one.
Yeah, look that up, Sam, man. Stevie was gonna kill him. Dead ass.
He fucking.
Oh, I was thinking of Stevie Richards, not Stevie Ray. I know what you're talking about.
No. Okay.
Oh no.
And when Stevie Richards that fucking chair shot he gave to JBL was a fucking classic.
Oh god, man. There's no way that shit was scripted. Good grief.
Yeah, I saw Stevie Richards. Yeah, Stevie Richards got a YouTube. He was trying to be all like political, like Cody, like, oh, I'm not proud of it. Like, I'm like nigga, shut the fuck up. You did that on purpose. You were proud.
Exactly.
He deserved it.
JBL was busted open from the crown of his head. You hit him on purpose. Ain't no way.
And it's like, at that time, probably even now, JBL was a dick. So come on now, justified.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of the Blue World Order, the dude who played Simon Dean is one of them. So,
really?
Yeah. Nova, Hollywood Nova.
Oh, that's Nova?
Yeah. That was his name, Hollywood Nova. Yeah.
I didn't know that at first either, but hey, it is him.
Yeah. He was like, when it came to like him being an innovator of moves, that was him. He was like the Chris Canyon of ECW. Nova was very inventive when it came to his moveset.
R.I.P. to Kobe's dad.
Yeah. Jelly Bean.
There's no living male member of of that part of the Bryan family.
Yeah, man.
Sucks, man.
And the only one that knew how to play ball, the daughter, Gigi. You know what I mean? She's gone also. Crazy.
Drake's mansion is flooded.
What?
Apparently,
this dude can't get a break. Jesus,
he get a win.
Apparently, there was a rainstorm in Toronto, and Drake got nailed, so his mansion is flooded.
Drake needs to pull a Russell Simmons and just go halfway across the world and don't come back. That's what he needs to do.
Like, oh yeah,
this dude King Leo has sent me some shit. They made a motherfucking A Day Not Like Us video game. I'm done.
What?
Oh god, I saw that.
I'm like, yo, I'm so done.
I thought that was fake, but I saw that shit. That's hilarious.
King Leo sent this shit to me. I'm like, you know what?
And
I just thought of the Simpsons meme when he say he's already dead.
And you can't. And for some reason, you can't get a higher score.
Already dead.
And for some reason, you can't get a higher score on that game past 69. So, yeah.
And it's probably A minor. Yo, they play that
Yeah.
shit everywhere. They didn't even play Hit 'Em Up that much. And Hit 'Em Up is a classic. Like they consider that one of the best battle tracks ever. And they ain't play Hit 'Em Up this much times they played They're Not Like Us.
Yeah, Pac buried Biggie 9 feet deep with that one.
Yes.
Yes.
He went straight for the kill. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique. You claim West Side Sweet Rock come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. Damn.
Yeah.
And it didn't even really happen. That's what makes it crazier.
Or
As far as
did
we
it?
know.
Dun,
As
dun,
far as we know.
And you know what made it good? Because he said names. Like a lot of motherfuckers be scared to say names that ain't battles, but Pac was saying everybody's name. He ain't give a fuck.
Yeah, Pac did not give a shit.
Yeah.
During that entire feud, rivalry, whatever the fuck you like to call it, Pac did not give a shit about anybody.
Anybody can catch a fucking stray. Like, yeah, did y'all hear the Eminem album yet? Like, y'all gotta check that shit out. It's really, really good.
I heard it's
I
good.
gotta check it out. I heard
It's good.
I love it, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to know what year I'm in. Like, we got Kendrick Lamar dropping consistent music. We got Eminem, Tech Nine, and Lupe Fiasco dropping albums.
Yeah.
Let me vote. I think we're in 2014.
Oh, nice. I've always been a Lupe fan. He's cool.
Yeah,
You got
LL Cool,
Conway the Machine. You got
fucking LL Cool J just dropped a new song. I'm like, what year am I in?
He about to come out with a whole album in September.
It's like all the OGs just got together and said, I'm sick of this new shit.
Yeah, because these new motherfuckers, they're not popping. They all sound the same. And that's the thing that kills the game, because it's like there's no variety, you know what I mean?
Like to me, today's rap is that people think that having a good hook and a good beat is a good song. No.
It helps, but they can't be the end all be all.
What annoys me is like I turned my back on mainstream music years ago. And during COVID, like many people, I was binge watching a lot of different shows and shit. And one of the shows I watched was Euphoria. Y'all heard about Euphoria, right?
Yeah, the HBO show, right?
Yeah, I heard of it, but I never watched it.
Right. Well, I was really watching it because the show has like really good music and shit. But as good as the music is, one of the things about the music on Euphoria that kind of annoyed me is like every single track, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Every single track, like the music is good, but it's like they doing that like that whisper ASMR bullshit. And at first, I thought it was like some type of like, okay, maybe that they're just going for that vibe to fit the theme of the show. But then as I began to listen to more mainstream music, I noticed that a lot of singers and rappers do that whisper shit where you can barely hear them. I'm like, who thought that was a good idea?
Academics, that son of a bitch.
Oh god,
like basically,
academics need to go.
You mean like basically, all right, like so like with Future, like he like it's not like a wizard, but like he talks real low, like oh fuck rest, that's new type shit.
Yeah,
right.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like they talk real
it's
low.
Like, yeah. I have to legitimately like listen to fucking. I have to have like subtitles just so I can see what they're saying, and
they don't be saying shit.
Right. I never. Right. I never needed subtitles, and I was listening to shit like from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the early 2010s.
There was a poll earlier today, and I looked at it. As to that, who's the biggest gangster out of these rappers? Like one of them said like Little Tay. I was like, huh?
I don't know who the fuck that is, but okay.
Yeah, Lil Tay.
The motherfucker who killed this dude and made a song out of it.
Yeah, he got charged for murder.
Oh, the one that incriminated himself. Good lord.
Yeah, he was like what?
Yeah, that's
like 14 years old. Got trial as an adult. Got charged for murder. He's in jail for life.
The true question is, who's the bigger idiot?
Ain't that because ain't none of these rappers gangster at all. Like, come on.
It's like just because y'all crash out don't mean you gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most, if not all of y'all, don't know how to shoot. So when y'all spinning the block on the ops and all types of shit like that, y'all are killing innocent bystanders. People have families. Like, you could be killing a child or somebody's moms, God forbid.
Y'all
And then
niggas ain't got no ops at all.
it be silly shit like, oh, this dude told me to SMD told me to suck my dick or whatever the case may be. It's disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie, it's highly disrespectful. But it's like, you're gonna shoot up the whole block for that, and then you're gonna risk going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Going to prison for how long? Like the motherfuckers that you trying to impress, they're not gonna put nothing on your books. They're not even gonna come and visit you. They might try to holler at your bitch while you in the can.
For life.
And the motherfuckers you look up to don't even know who you are. Like,
so you crashed out for what? Now you eating ramen noodle sandwiches with Doritos. Come on.
And have some dude named Leroy take your manhood. Pause.
Basically.
Yeah. You're gonna be a big dude with tattoos on his face and a long ass braid, like a mohawk.
Like, I love my freedom too much. Fuck out of here. I could go in my fridge, get a cold bev at any time I want. I could fucking smoke some high quality trees anytime I want. I got a beautiful woman I could come home to every single day, anytime I want. I have to be around a whole bunch of dusty, musty, oily, sweaty, hairy ass men 24/7. That shit ain't worth it.
And that shit, no wonder niggas lose their mind. I'm around big ass dudes 24/7.
Right. And all these motherfuckers be stink. The fuck? Oh, for what? Because you wanted to spin the block on the ops. Y'all niggas goofy as hell.
I came looking for man's butt.
This fucking guy, Fleece Johnson. You know, these niggas, they really praising this dude. I'm like, yo, y'all praising this dude for raping guys. What are we doing here? Why is he getting praised for this?
Chris Handsome. Can I call you Chris Handsome?
And then what gets me is, to this day, you still have dudes out there of all ages who's still walking out there with baggy pants. Like, yeah, everybody should know what it means at this point. Like, bruh, you can
when the pants be sagging. I never understood when the pants be sagging. I never, like, even when that shit was like popular, like when it first came around, when it got really popular, I still never understood it at that time. I'm like, why would you want motherfuckers to see your ass?
It'd be even worse.
That's because Toph lives in Atlanta, the gay capital.
Right.
Of the world.
Right. There's people still doing that to this day. I'm just like, whatever, bro. Like, okay, whatever.
It'd be even worse when niggas do it with skinny jeans. I'm like,
yeah. Good point, TKO. The fucking jeans would be like incredibly tight, like tighter than spandex, and y'all got that shit down to your damn knees, just to be like, oh, but these boxers cost $100. I don't need to know that.
What the fuck?
You showing up your box because they cost $100? That's what we doing?
Why the fuck are you spending $100 for boxers in the first place? What the fuck? I could buy one pack of boxers that got like 4 or 5 in them for not even 7 figures. Like, what?
Because they be trying to impress motherfuckers that they don't even know.
Oh, God.
Hey, y'all talking about people coming back, Eminem coming back, LL Cool J coming back, Lupe coming back.
Lupe came out. He already got an album. It's called Samurai, I think.
Lupe always has nice track.
The only person I need to come back is I would really like to see Eric Sermon come back. I always liked Eric Sermon. He was cool.
Oh, hell yeah. Def Squad.
Yeah, dude.
It was Eric Sherman, Keith Murray, and Redman. Def Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, was he a part of a Wu-Tang?
No.
No, he wasn't.
That's what I say. He was Def Squad. It was him, Redman, and Keith Murray.
Yeah.
I used to listen to Just Like Music every day. Well, not every day, well,
Oh, that's
every
my
day,
shit.
like him.
Just
Just
like
like
music.
music.
Yeah.
That Marvin Gaye sample. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. That was great.
Eric Sherman came out with a lot of good hits. You know what I'm saying? Remember that shit?
Yo, I used to hear that song. I used to hear
Whatever she
that
said,
song
the
in
nom
clubs
that.
all the time, man.
Right, ballet EPMD. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Dude.
Like not
y'all gotta
like
hear the
not
track? Did
always.
y'all hear that track? With EPMD Part 2 is with Nas, of course, EPMD, and Eminem. Yo, you know what?
Nah, I
Motherfuckers
did.
gotta
I
cut
don't
the
think I
bullshit
heard.
with Eminem. This dude Eminem
Nah, I
is a
need to hear
fucking
that song.
yo. It's on King's Disease 2. Yeah, I think it's on King's Disease 2.
I
Nas,
I gotta check
PMD,
that
and
out.
Eminem. My God.
I gotta hear that song.
My God.
Like Eminem's freestyles is probably the best. It's probably the best part about like M to me.
I feel like people are real confused when it comes to M. Like some people, like one day you want him to rap about a certain way, and then when he does it, you still hate him. Like,
Yeah, people
and
just find reasons to hate on him, and it don't make no sense. Like, yo, the dude he's a lyrical master. It just is what it is. Like people just be like, oh, because he's white. That'd be the main thing, because he's white. It's like,
or because his music ain't played in the clubs.
oh yeah, the people in the hood don't play his music. So what? Who cares?
The
Like I
dude is in.
remember,
Dude
I
is in
remember I
stadium.
saw like I remember
people
I
are
saw
just
Eminem. Like I saw Eminem during a Michigan. I think it was like during like a Michigan Notre Dame game. And like fucking Kurt Herbstreit asked him a question, and Eminem looked at him like he was about to slap him in the face on national TV.
Right.
Now the people that hate Eminem, they're just salty because he beat Papa Doc, aka Black Falcon, in a
Right.
battle.
Yeah.
Captain America.
It's so funny
Hey.
the way these Gen Zers think they could cancel M. I'm like, you too young, bro. Don't even.
And that's why Eminem came out with Coup de Grace. He said,
Right.
I'm trying to cancel myself.
And even I can't do that.
This dude threw shots at everything walking. Everything. He even threw shots at Christopher Reeve.
He always been doing that. I mean,
like this dude lost his mind. And I like how he did it. Like basically he was treating like Slim Shady was his ultimatum. I'm not ultimate, excuse me, his alter ego.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you making me do this? Shut the fuck up and drink this shit.
That bar he said about Candace Owens and Diddy were hilarious.
Yeah, and I think the main reason why motherfuckers don't like him is because they can't really catch what he be saying, because he got so much double and triple entendres and he raps fast with it. So it's like, when it comes to the
They didn't start doing that till lately.
Yeah, I guess in a way, but the people attention spans is not that vast nowadays. So it like once one thing goes over their head, they start losing interest. They be like, oh, he's like basically, oh, I could rap like that. I could rap fast. No, you can't. We can rap fast, but can you do double and triple entendres and shit like that within your bar structure?
Like
that's the
like
fucking
he had
key.
the best. Like he had like probably like one of the best verses in Monster.
I'm a motherfucking monster.
Eminem was always ahead of his time. I remember like back in the day when I saw Purple Hills, the music video for the first time, and a lot of people when Purple Hills came out, like a lot of people didn't like it because they thought they didn't get it. He was one of the first. Eminem was. I mean, he wasn't the first, but he was one of the first like rappers I remember that was like dipping his toes into like other genres of shit. And then over time, more rappers got more comfortable doing it and stuff. But he was always ahead of the curve, man. He was playing chess when most people were playing checkers.
Right. And he always showed love to the pioneers. He showed more love to the pioneers than black rappers. Let's really be real.
Yeah. He's always 2 to 3 steps ahead.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Instead of hating the guy, you should be doing what he does. Like,
yeah, my biggest criticism, and this isn't this is not an attack for anybody here on the round table, and we're all from different areas of the country, so it varies depending on where you live. But down here in the South, like not so much these days, because nowadays it's like it's whatever, people just do what they want, whatever. But like in the early to mid 2000s and stuff, a lot of black folks like they were afraid to go outside their comfort zone with music until like a mainstream rapper would do like a collaboration, and then when they did a collaboration, it was like they would take it as like, oh, okay, it's cool to listen to so and so now. Like I remember when Jay-Z did the collab, when Jay-Z did a collab with like Linkin Park, so many black people down here were like, oh, Linkin Park, okay, I'm gonna start listening to like rock and like other types of genre. And I'm like,
no,
why y'all
it's the same thing
for...
out here. It's the same thing everywhere.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like motherfuckers, and then they'll be like, they'll lie and say, "Oh, I've been listening to Linkin Park." No, you haven't.
Right. I remember like a couple. The biggest one, because the first time one of my favorite musicians ever, they retired a couple of years ago. I'm a huge Daft Punk fan. I've been following Daft Punk since like fucking 1997 or
DJs, right? They're DJs.
Will always be my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't even know they was out for that long.
Like Daft Punk is DJs, right?
Yeah, they're DJs, and their shit is like global. Like people from all walks of life listen to their shit. And
like I know that one of them has like one of those robot masks. That's how I know about them.
Well, they both do, but yeah.
Like they made fun of him on American Dad. That was kind of funny.
This reminds me a little bit of what you guys said, TKO.
If you like it, listen to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main. Just if you like it, listen to it. Who cares what everybody else thinks? Everybody always want to be a follower. Like and TKO has said a post about that from before. I don't know what you said in verbatim. I forgot what you said in verbatim, but you was basically saying like, people will like you and behind closed doors because they don't want to look like the odd person out if they like your shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else don't like it. But when it comes to a celebrity, you quick to promote that particular celebrity. And you don't even know the motherfucker, but you know that I'm doing what I'm doing, but you're not promoting what the fuck I'm doing.
You promote somebody that you have no access to rather than the closest person next to you.
Because it's not the popular thing to do.
Like sometimes, like when I'm like bored or when I'm like taking a shower, like I just listen to Walk This Way.
Talk this way.
Aerosmith, that's a great song, man.
You can't tell me that dude didn't drink mad lemon tea before that, singing that shit. Like damn.
And the highest notes that man would hit is ridiculous. It's no wonder his vocal cords ain't shot.
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. I miss you, baby.
Oh man.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
Bro, when I think of Armageddon, all I think about is shit, what was his name? He passed. Michael Clark.
Michael Clark.
Right. When I think of Armageddon, right. I always think of Michael Clark Duncan doing the striptease on the table. No Diddy. Rest in peace.
Whoa. I didn't need that. We didn't need that at all.
And like all of us were alive in the 90s. So you know for absolute fact that you was watching a scary movie in the 90s when the black person doesn't last. When the black person or the black couple doesn't last within the first 5 seconds of the movie.
There you go. Jamie's got a gun.
Like the second
shit, ballet.
Like I remember in Scream, there's like Scream 2 or Scream 3, where fucking Jada Pinkett Smith did not last within the first 5 seconds of the movie.
Oh yeah, black people came a long way when it came to being in horror movies.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't until LL Cool J in that like in that shark movie.
Deep as blues, my head is like a shark fin.
Yeah.
Right, and that never made sense to me. Like as somebody who never really watched horrors like that never made sense to me because realistically speaking, when shit goes down, we're the first people to notice that shit. We get the fuck out of there. So
exactly. We won't even be in a predicament like that.
All right.
Like y'all driving out to a cottage in the woods in the middle of nowhere with no.
Like, why would we go out in the middle of? Why would we go out someplace in the middle of the woods
the
at
way
the
I
dead
look
of
at
night with no
Right.
phone connection?
right,
Nobody
the
don't
way I
got
look
no
at
blick
it,
on them, nothing. Nobody have
Yeah,
no
I remember-
weapon, no nothing.
the
And
way
then
I
you
look
want to
at it,
go
they
inside
kill
a
us
fucking
off first.
strange ass house. Come on
They
now.
kill us. They kill us off first because they know that if the black character was there, the shit would be like a 30-minute movie. That's why.
Like I remember in fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like chick goes, "Stop! You're going the wrong way." We're like, for real? Okay, we're going this way.
The fuck? No, I am not going the wrong way. I'm
think,
going away from the danger.
I think RDC World has like it was like one of their older videos before they blew up. I believe they have like one video that was called like if black people were in input horror movie. It's like a 20-minute video.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
I saw.
all these.
I
It's
didn't
like
see that one. I gotta see that.
yes, it's got like Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's got like every single like 80s and 90s horror, and it's like 30-second segment clips of like if the main characters are black, and like every single one of them, the shit would be over in like 5 minutes.
Word, because we not like the fuck. We not with it. Like, oh, we're gonna go to a cottage 1:00 in the morning. None of us have no weapons, and we're low on gas. The
And,
fuck?
and there's no phone. And there's no phone reception. Like
Right.
yo,
We're
Like,
going
we
the
can't
wrong
even-
way. Like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. Like, for real, we're going this way.
well, we could
We gotta
stay.
take-
What about we could stay inside that house on the corner? Fuck you. Why is there
I
always
miss good
why is
horror
there always
films,
some strange house randomly popping up on the road? Like what?
But some of those motherfuckers are just fucking. Like the dude from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude was leaping over couches. I was like, how the fuck do you stop that?
How do you leap over a couch with a chainsaw running?
Yes.
No.
Right.
Like
How do you
I'm
stop this?
But
like,
remember, he
I'm
used to
just-
run through walls. This dude, Leatherface. Leatherface used to run through walls, so anything is possible.
like, dude, he's running like a track star with a chainsaw has a lot of weight to it too. It's
And
not like
swinging that
it's
shit with one hand. He got this shit with one hand, swinging that shit. Like
I'm
it's-
like, yeah, I'm like, nah, I gotta get the
Dude,
fuck out of
Dude
here.
is running like Edwin Moses and Usain Bolt at the same fucking time.
And a
dead ass
chainsaw,
though.
and bro, a chainsaw is not light. Like, oh my god.
Hold on, what Ballet said we knew Mekhi Phifer was going to get got, and I Know What You Did last summer.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I barely watched that movie. I just wasn't interested because it came off like to me. When I seen this shit, because at that time I was very judgmental, so I looked at this shit like, oh, this is some, you know what I mean, some pop star type bullshit. I don't want to see this. I just
What
wasn't
I never
interested.
liked- What I never liked about that one was like I don't even know what the guy's name was. Did the guy even have a name?
Oh, the killer. No, I don't think so.
Right. Well, what got me was it wasn't like the dude was some supernatural guy. It was just some regular ass old white dude with a hook. Like, how hard could it be to kill someone like that?
Like I remember, like there was like a part in
The red guy with a hook. What in the fake ass candy?
like there was a part in like Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat 10 where like when you beat the game, with Leatherface. They said that Leatherface was just out there killing motherfuckers, and then he killed Cassie Cage, and he had Cassie Cage's face.
I didn't even know that shit was based on a true story, though. That's the crazy part. And the family's still out there somewhere. Like, they still out there somewhere in the middle of nowhere, still doing what they doing. But every time they try to get close to them,
We're not.
they never come back.
AKA, we're not going to Texas anytime soon.
I am not about to discover them at all. So no.
And it's like, then send the fucking army over there. Y'all got, you know what I mean? Y'all got these dudes out there eating people and wearing their body as coats. Like, don't y'all think this is a national security threat?
Where are we going? Where are we going this summer? Bumfuck Texas. Fuck no.
When I was
right, like it's like
Bummed
six.
it.
It's like they've been around since like what, the 60s. It's like a family of them.
right.
They
when I was in
some of them are
school,
probably dead by now. They gotta be.
Well, you know, they got
yeah.
offspring and shit like that. So I heard the family. I don't know about like as of late, but I won't be surprised if the family, like, you know, descendants of the family, shit like that, they still doing what they doing, and they probably got even more money now because it's like, what the fuck?
Yo, Sam,
When
man.
I was in school, I saw this.
Niggas be wildin'.
I saw this list of like the most iconic.
But
So what's up?
I think he cut out.
One pancake chick, and so him kind of doing the little.
Start from the beginning, Toph, because we did not hear 95% of that statement.
Yeah, you're cutting out, dude. Oh boy.
What Toph? Look, niggas be wildin'.
Oh man, the ninjas got Toph.
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
we could have heard you from before. You gotta say what you said.
Cutting out, bro.
Yeah, you gotta repeat yourself.
Yeah, you gotta start
sorry. I was just
from the beginning.
Yeah, I was just saying. I read that the Texas Chainsaw ending was one of the more iconic endings. I didn't get it when I was younger, but as an adult, I get it because you know he got everybody except the one bland chick and the little dance he was doing with the chainsaw. It took me a long time to realize that Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk, he did the same dance,
Yeah, he did.
when he was teaming with Cactus Jack.
Oh man.
Chainsaw Charlie.
I still can't believe it.
I wonder who idea was that. That had to have been Terry Funk's idea to be Chainsaw Charlie.
Well, since he had a pantyhose, since he was wearing a pantyhose,
the holy pantyhose.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it was a Pat Patty idea. It was a Pat Patty idea.
A Pat Patty. He's like, oh, you look so sexy with them pantyhose over your scalp.
You're gonna have pantyhose over your face and a running chainsaw like Leatherface. Oh my god!
And like gimmicks like that will never get over. Like I keep saying that from I'll always keep saying that shit. You can't be bringing.
I remember.
Hold on, Black Song. Hold on.
Oh,
You can't be bringing deadly weapons in the damn ring, and you can't use this shit. Like, of course, you're not trying to catch a murder charge. So why would you bring this shit in the fucking first place? Like Triple H, he made the sledgehammer work. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll barely hit you with it, but made it look real. Or he'll cover his hand. His hand will cover the actual metal, the metal of the sledgehammer.
Son of a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? You sanctimonious son of a bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? He made this shit work, but you know what I'm saying? You got Drew McIntyre coming out with swords. You can't fake that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna cover the sword with your hand and slice somebody with it? Like,
do you have no heart? Do you have no soul?
Even the bitch try to pull off Malice. Or was it Janice?
Janice, that big ass 2x4 with the nails in it.
Yeah, like he made that shit look so unbelievable, like how he bludgeoned RVD backstage.
Did he use it?
I don't know if he really did or not, but he made it look real.
Really, of course. RVD would have been dead.
RVD looked dead when he
That dude looked like a Resident Evil body.
Word, like good Lord.
Like he used it in one of those in ring segments, and like he swung it and it hit the turnbuckle and it got stuck in the turnbuckle.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that was a good aesthetic. I like when they did that. It did make the weapon look more dangerous. But ultimately, when it comes to wrestlers coming to the ring with deadly weapons, it just don't work because we know damn well you can't use it. It's a waste of time, and it just makes you look fucking stupid. And look what happened with Drew McIntyre. He turned into Drew McIntyre when he got rid of that dumbass sword.
Yeah.
There is some wrestling characters they're just funny as shit, especially when they turn heel. They just become funny. Like for instance, like James Storm. James Storm just became funny.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Man, James Storm, bro.
What could have been, man? Like he would have been a real strong mid carder in WWE, man. I could have
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
seen him in the mid card.
Storm deserved another world title reign on TNA. I
Yeah,
stand by
he
that.
did. Well, he did, but then he came out with that dumbass crew. What was the name of that stable again? The Revolution or some shit like that.
The
I'm like,
Bumolution.
The Revolution, yeah.
yeah, yo,
Yeah,
when
that
you
Don't
just
shit-
going
forget-
around, like you just going around beating up your own members. That's all he
No,
kept doing
forget
every
that.
single week.
Now, forget that, bro. The dude killed Mickey James. He committed a homicide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he put
Oh,
shit in
yeah,
fucking
I
train
remember
tracks.
that. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man.
He committed mass murder.
Yeah, and if he wasn't doing that, he was beating up Manic, beating up Mahabali, Shera, whatever his name was. He was just beating these motherfuckers up every single week. They would lose a match, he would beat them up. I'm like, how is this getting your crew over? You making them look like bums.
And what's crazy is Manic was the only one in the group with a title. So, like,
Yeah.
why you beating him up? So, like, what? He the only one getting the job done. Why
Right?
you
He
beating
should be
him
the
up?
fucking leader. The fuck?
Didn't they win the tag titles? They won the tag title, didn't they?
Oh, that was.
Did
I
they?
think it was Abyss.
No, that was
I
when
think
the
Abyss
that
and
was when the
Shera won the
group
tag titles. I think.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I think I could be wrong because that was a while ago. Either I know it was definitely Abyss, but it was either
It was-
Abyss and Shera or it was Abyss and
Storm.
James Storm himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even still, man, good lord, that group was dead on arrival.
Like Bobby Roode is probably the best heel TNA ever had.
I feel so bad for Bobby Roode, man. Like
The it factor.
Yeah, his career was cut way too short, man.
I don't
Damn.
think so. I think his body just ran out of gas. You know, when he went to WWE too late, and it's not a fault of his own because TNA was treating him very well. You know what I'm
His
saying?
bump card was overfilled.
I won't say Bobby Roode. I won't say Bobby Roode was a bum. Nah.
No, I said bump card.
Oh, bump card. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I mean, man, oh man. You know, what's crazy thing about it is his last match was a WWE title match, so at least he got his shot.
I remember when he that cage match. Was it a cage match against James Storm? Like they're both busted up.
Yeah,
That was lockdown. Yep.
That was probably one of the best cage matches I've ever seen.
I enjoyed their street fight at Bound for Glory. That shit was a bloodbath.
I think every single match they had was good.
They had a great feud. I'm not gonna lie, but
Very
again,
well played. Yes.
but to me, Storm should have got another world title reign. There was a time where he was the most over guy there.
I think that's why they pulled that audible the first time because we all thought Bobby Roode was gonna beat Angle.
He should have got a run, and Christopher Daniels should have got a run. Both of them should.
Like the part about,
Daniels,
like
yeah.
the part about
Yeah,
TNA,
Kazarian.
Absolutely should have got a TNA world title.
And Kazarian, yeah.
like the part about TNA that frustrates me the most is that their heel turns are very, very good. The way that they pull it off.
But their booking after that is
Everything
so
that happens
underwhelming.
after it
Yeah.
is just confusing as hell.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize it back. I didn't realize it back then, but like looking back at it now, especially like when Hogan and Bischoff came in and fucked everything up. The number one thing now that's like, super tacky. I mean, the star power they had will obviously trump whatever they can do today. What's obvious now is just how inconsistent the TNA world title was because because typically in wrestling, right, even when you lose the title, like you're still in the mix for that title. But TNA was like you win a belt and then you lose it, and then some of the dudes who lost it will like never win it again. Like I forgot that Samoa Joe only won the world title one time. That he never won it again.
Really?
He never.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? And this dude Tony Khan is doing the same thing right now with him. He won the belt. He won the AEW championship. He lost his shit and just forgot he was ever champion.
Like the
And
thing,
but I
all of a
think
sudden
it's
now
kinda-
him and Hook is best friends.
here's the thing.
I
like,
think
here's
it's
the
kind of
thing.
different, but I think it's kind of different for Joe and AEW. I think he just wanted to get a title reign and then just live out the remainder of his career.
Like, but here's the thing to me, you know, do you remember Nick Aldis's heel turn in TNA?
Oh
Yeah. Mhm.
God!
And the
wasn't very good.
promo he had when he first turned heel, I was like, oh my gosh, what happened to this fucker?
Yeah, and that led to that god awful world title reign he had.
Dixieland.
Jeez,
The match was fucking
man.
shit, but the heel turn was fucking masterful.
Jesus, man.
I was like, did the same people write this shit?
They could never double down on their originals. Like you'd have like AJ Styles as champion, then he'd lose it to like an outsider like RVD. Then RVD would lose it to Jeff Hardy going heel. Then Jeff would lose it to Mr. Kennedy. And like they kept, and listen, I love the guy, but like they fucking kept putting the belt on Sting. And it's like, why are we putting the belt on Sting when we have like Bobby Roode, James Storm, Nigel McGuinness, or
like
Desmond Wolfe, the Pope? Like, what are we doing here?
That
Like
just
when
tells
Bobby-
me
like
they
when-
don't have any faith in their roster, and they were just going back to the WWE guys. Like what?
Like when Bobby Roode turned heel and he had the level 19 cane for his shout out to OSW.
Yeah,
Right.
And like he had the hair and he said that welcome to the selfish era. I think is what he called it.
Yeah, the selfish era is what he called it. Yeah.
yeah.
I was all like, my gosh, what the fuck happened to this guy?
Yeah,
This
Rude
guy
was
was
great,
a
man.
massive- Rude was
Yeah,
a
Bobby
man.
Roode in like 2011 to 2012. That's like one of the best heels I've ever seen from any company. He had everything. He had the presentation. He had the his music was great. His TNA music was great. I loved it like when he went to the ring and then he went to the turnbuckle and then like he looked up and the camera like zoomed in. He was just great. Like he had everything. He was great.
Yeah.
Full package.
Like dirty, they was called like dirty heels or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dirty Heel.
Him and Austin Aries. They were
Yeah.
a good tag team.
They were a dope tag team for real.
I was like, what the fuck happened to this? If
Probably.
this was still in TNA would still be around today.
That's
That's
because
right.
TNA. That's because TNA was worried more about these past their prime guys and gave them the ball.
Yeah, and it's like ultimately they trying to compete with WWE, and I don't know why these companies always do that shit when they come to the mainstream. That's the first thing you think about. Like, oh, we're gonna go up against the juggernaut that's colder. Like, yo, it's impossible. You know what I mean? They've been doing this shit for way too long for you to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, WWE is like a brand, period. It is because it's not only wrestling. I didn't even know these motherfuckers even had a daycare. They got a fucking daycare.
Like Bad Influence, that shit frustrates me the most. Bad Influence,
Yeah, Bad
was
Influence.
funny as
Yeah,
hell.
nothing with Bad Influence.
It was
Yeah.
fucking
Daniels
Hogan,
and-
man. Hogan.
Bro, Daniels
Hogan
and
was a-
Kazarian, they were a great ass team.
It was fucking Hogan, man. Hogan was a parasite. He came in, he got his money, and when he got everything, when he looked that plate clean, he was like, "All right, peace," and he dipped out, and they were
Yeah.
never the same.
When they
and,
came out,
and he brought Brooke. Remember, he gave Brooke a bag also.
oh
I don't know
god, that
why.
slapped in the face.
Yeah, he was trying to use it as a platform. Yeah, he was trying to use it as a platform for Brooke because she was trying to be like a singer or something, right?
And she can't
She
sing.
wasn't-
No,
and she
Brooke wasn't
even
bad.
that good.
Brooke,
She wasn't.
she wasn't that bad.
She wasn't terrible, but she's not like somebody I
When
would like
she-
whose
when
album
she-
I would buy.
When she's saying, talking about humping her dad, yeah.
What?
No.
When the
That
fuck
was
did she ever do that?
When the fuck did she
What are you
sing
talking
that?
about?
Listen to her first song over again and tell me that's not about humping her dad. Tell me that-
I don't
What,
know
the
what the
song
fuck
with
is
her
it.
and Paul Wall?
No, not that one.
That's the
I don't
first track that I remember she came out.
I don't know any other
Hold
songs
on,
she put out,
hold on.
The best shit that Hogan did in his entire TNA run was the marriage with Bully and Brooke, where Taz was like, "Is it just hot in here? Or is it just
Or is it
me?"
just
And he
me?
took
Yeah,
off
I
the
remember
suit. It was Ace's
Oh,
face.
man.
That was great. That was
I
like
was
one of the
like,
best
what the fuck
reveals.
is Taz gonna do? Like I didn't get that. Like the
I
turn
didn't know
was
why
cool.
Taz was a part of that group at all.
Yeah, like it was the turn was good, but you afterwards I was thinking like, well, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like you can't
What
wrestle my
what
dude.
was that anyway? Was Aces and Ace supposed to be like their way of like what's that show called? Sons of
Sons
Anarchy?
of Anarchy. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sons of
That
Anarchy.
was like popping at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, here it is. I found it. Just give me
Oh
a second here.
boy.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll listen to it. Don't like. I'm not even gonna try to risk playing that shit.
All right.
Because you already played some
I'm gonna send it
trademark
to you.
stuff from before. Yeah, I'll give you some feedback on it afterwards.
Oh
All right, I
man.
copied it. About to send it to you right now.
All right. Well, I gotta hear this shit. She was sort of about humping.
Humping her dad. Good grief.
She wanted that Balea baloney.
Oh my
Clanging and
God.
banging, brother. Clanging and banging.
Clanging and banging.
I mean, these dudes like Hogan be dating women that look like their daughter. So I'm like, this wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, we said, oh, look at my daughter's sexy legs, brother.
Oh God.
Like, my dude.
But he
You
rubbed
over here
oil
trying to
on
look
her.
up your daughter's skirt? What the fuck's going on here?
A friendly
And then you-
reminder that
Oil on her ass. Like, oh God, no.
a friendly reminder that Vince wanted to book an angle where he impregnated Stephanie.
What?
Yes, this happened. Yep.
I kid
Yeah,
you.
we spoke about it from before. You
Yeah.
don't remember Black Star? We spoke about this a couple times.
Thank God. Thank God they scrapped that shit.
Even Stephanie was like, no.
Thank God they scrapped that shit. Good Lord. But then again, you knew Vince was a freak. I mean, he booked
Yeah.
Kurt Angle and Lesnar to do a gay angle.
Yeah.
And then when Kurt made out with Stephanie's daughter, Kurt said that Vince was
Stephanie's
way
daughter?
into it.
You made out with Stephanie's daughter. I now
Don't give Vince ideas. Holy shit.
don't give me-
He already
Like,
did.
like,
Yeah, this happened in early 2000 when Kurt
No, you-
was
because you
doing that
said-
love.
No, you
Oh,
said Stephanie's
Stephanie,
daughter.
okay.
You meant
Yeah,
Vince's
Steph-
daughter.
Vince's daughter.
Yeah, Kurt and Stephanie. Like for
Yeah.
some reason, Vince was super into Kurt making out with her. I'm like, whoa,
Down to see what it do though.
oh man.
Yeah, around the time they brought Sable back. Yep.
Yo, Vince was tongue kissing the hell out of Sable back then, man.
You can't tell me she didn't suck on his old sausage.
Well, she definitely fucked him for sure.
Like there has to be a reason why Sable refuses to come back.
She put a lawsuit against him. I don't know what came of it. I know for a fact she did.
He dropped off the bag. You know what happened.
Yeah,
course.
and then she married Brock Lesnar, and that was it.
Yeah.
That yo, the story with that love triangle with Lesnar, Sable, and this dude.
And Vince does not want to die today.
Yeah. With this dude Mark Merrow, aka Johnny B.
Marvelous.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell. Because Mark Merrow knew something was wrong. Like, yo, like, you know, she was acting distant. Because remember, she went on the road without Mark Merrow. They let Mark Merrow go low key, but they wanted to keep Sable. So Sable was on the road. At first, she was always checking in, saying what's up, yada yada yada. But it started getting like she started like being a little more scarce with it. Like she wasn't really reaching out like that. So he knew something was wrong. Like, what the fuck is going on? And she kept denying it. Of course, she was denying it. Long story short, like he figured out it was Brock. He was like, shit, you gotta chalk that shit up to the game. Fuck it. Like, hey, it's Brock. Like, hey, I don't want no. Hey, she was a slut
I don't want
anyway.
to die today. I don't.
Like, she was a slut anyway. Like, you got it. You got
Like, oh, don't want to die today.
Right.
Yeah, speaking of that shit, man. Sometimes, bro, to all the fans out there, because I saw some people complaining about this last night, and I've already talked about this before. I haven't talked about it recently because I don't really care. Sometimes, man, when you watch wrestling, you just got to leave your brain at the door. This angle on Raw with Rhea Ripley, Dominic, Liv Morgan, and now Jey Uso. Realistically speaking, this angle makes no sense.
Why is she mad? I'm really trying to figure this out.
Like I keep.
I
I
think
said
she
this. I
should
Well,
be
yeah,
more-
we can go into
I
that.
get it.
Her
I
See,
get it.
here's the
Leave your
problem,
brain
right?
at the door, but it's like, come on.
Right. Here's the problem, right? Because we all know kayfabe is dead, and we understand that. But here's the problem for me, right? The problem for me is kayfabe. All right, kayfabe's dead. Fair enough. But when you're on social media, right? The wrestlers in real life will go through something positive, and then the actual company of like the social media of that company will post it and advertise it. So it's like, wait, what? Like just a couple of weeks ago for the WrestleMania documentary, they were talking about the actual WWE Twitter account, the official WWE Twitter had like a little 30-second clip of Jey Uso, who was at Mania with his family, with his wife, talking about how great life was and how much he loved his kids and how
Then
much
the
he
match
loved his
happened.
wife. And then here he is on Raw talking about, hey, I heard Rhea's single. What the fuck he talking about?
I mean, come on. I mean, are you really shocked though? I mean, come on now. Rhea Ripley just got married. Dominic just got married in real life. Come on now.
I don't want to spend time on the couch.
Right. Well, then again,
That shit
Dom
funny as
probably
hell. He
will.
wanted to.
This is why
he
you
was trying
don't
to
do
have
Rome.
You wanted to invite her to the Waffle House. That shit funny.
That's
This is
Jey
why,
Uso
like, you
funny.
don't do romance stories in wrestling if you're not gonna go all the way with it. If you're not gonna go all the way with it, don't do it at all. Otherwise, check your brain at the door and just cut your brain off. Don't think about it.
I mean, they had Liv Morgan kiss Dominic at the beginning, so I'm like, they ain't do a kissing scene between Dom and Rhea.
When Macho Man and Liz got married on WWE TV, they were midway. They're midway talking about getting a divorce at that time. So yeah,
I didn't even know that.
gotta leave your bread at the
I
door.
did. There was in the documentary they mentioned it.
So Dynasty was commenting on the shit that we talked about from before. You can't tell me he didn't extort her to get Brock to sign to begin with, to get signed to WWE to begin with. I won't be surprised.
Like Brock, you signed this contract, you get stable. Wait, what?
I would not be surprised. Like Vince was definitely a pimp.
Yeah,
You get this bitch right here. Oh, what?
pretty much.
You sure about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point, Ballet. I kept saying that shit too. Rhea and Dom don't show any affection. They act like brother and sister, right? That's what I was saying. They should have at least had them kiss once. Like Buddy Murphy would just have to get over his feelings. Like, my dude, this is just for play for TV.
I'm
Like,
sure Buddy Murphy is not the
Right.
Buddy
issue.
Murphy would have been okay. It would have been Dom's wife that would have had a serious issue with that.
And
See,
it's
to
like,
me,
come
the
on.
person,
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
see, to me, the person who loses credibility here is Rhea, because we've already seen Liv and Dom do stuff on camera. So clearly, Dom is cool with it, and Liv is cool with it. But if he never did anything,
she would have to do something with Jey Uso or something just to fuck around.
But let's rewind that.
No, basically what I'm saying is like,
let's rewind that though. This is the thing. It's like, Shorty, do you even watch the show? You seen this dude was resisting Liv for months, and you wasn't reaching, and you was not reaching out to him. Remember, like I was asking, like, yo, did this dude try to reach out to Liv? I mean, excuse me, not Liv. Did he try to reach out to Rhea?
We found out that was not true. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't ever reaching out to her. Like they was not. So it's like, what the fuck was Dom supposed to do when it comes to, kayfabe? What is he supposed to do? He kept resisting. He trying to call you. You ignoring his phone calls. You're not watching the fucking show. It's pretty apparent because you more mad at Dominic than you mad at Liv, which makes stupid sense.
Like the best part about that entire storyline yesterday was when Rhea's song hit and Liv, you could read Liv's lips and say she said, "Oh shit."
now the funniest part about that whole segment was Jey Uso. Like,
if this was the attitude era, it would be Dom dumping Rhea because she's not putting out and Liv is.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I think
don't turn your back on that story. That might actually happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I think Dom's gonna help Liv win.
On Netflix, maybe if they don't got the balls to do that on television.
on
a PLE, they probably will. It's not. They get a little bit more leeway on PLEs, so we'll see.
No, USA gives them a lot of rope.
All right,
they do.
So
but
that
not as much as Netflix
gonna
give them.
SummerSlam. I mean, the match is on, so
It's Fox. It's Fox. They're the ones that give WWE absolutely no rope.
Man, look, all the
That's 'cause
ideas,
it's
all the
Fox,
ideas
dude.
we done gave these motherfuckers ballet. They should have been paid off my house.
Word, like I gave y'all. I should have at least got a check in the mail for the Meek Mill idea. Come on.
Right, and they didn't even do that right. They didn't have him in the damn venue. Like you're in Philly. Get this dude Meek to bring his dusty ass over there.
He was too busy. He was too busy dealing with Diddy.
I
There's no
don't give
fucking
a
way
Right.
that wasn't happening. That was good.
Oh,
The second
man.
that Diddy story came out, the second his
I'm
tickets got
proud of you,
revoked.
man. You put in that work, Daddy. You put in that work.
The second that video came out, the second his tickets got revoked.
Oh, man.
Triple H is like, nah, we good, fam. We already dealt with enough when it came to Vince. We don't need this shit.
Meek looked hella compromised in that video.
Yeah, like this is how he was in the pool. Like he just looked crazy. Like
Like the second Triple H saw that story, like Mika, you're not invited.
but like when it came to them the cats, the dudes that's like in their late 40s and mid 50s, like nowadays, they used to use that verbiage from before, calling each other daddy and shit. I'm
That-
like, that shit sound crazy as hell. Yeah, like motherfuckers from the East Coast and shit. Yeah. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like Styles, I don't know if he says it now, Styles from the Locks, he called motherfuckers daddy. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's not it.
Right.
Yeah, like we no, I'm not calling you no motherfucking daddy. That just sound crazy.
Yeah.
That whole situation just reminds me of the Boondocks when they're talking about gay rappers.
Yeah, the Boondocks predicted all this shit.
It's that thug in love.
Homies over hoes.
Do the homie, do the homie.
I think what it is, I think what it's always been is that I don't know, man. I think people just give it a pass or they just assume it's a joke, and it's like, nah, man, it's not a joke. Like we talked about it then when the Diddy shit first popped off. I remember years ago when Birdman was kissing Wayne and a bunch of other dudes, and I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how they gave that a pass.
Because people kept saying like, "Oh, that's his son." I'm like, that's not his actual son. And
Like,
even
and
if it
even if
was
it
his son,
was,
Lil Wayne was
and
a
even if
grown
it
ass
was,
man.
Like the
even
only
if it
people who did
was,
not
it still would be bad.
who did not play any
Exactly.
second. The only set of people who did not play any second of that gay shit was the West Coast rappers. Every single one of them did not give a
And
shit.
then they did it again on 106 in Park. Birdman was like, "Oh, that's how I give life to him. This is my son. Come on, we gangsters over here. Come here, give me a kiss." And I'm like, even AJ was like, "Wow."
Pac, Snoop, and Dre did not play any of that shit.
Nope.
They just said, "What up, homie?"
Like
That's
that
all they
dude
said.
Birdman, weird, yo.
Birdman is from your part of the world, Toph, which means he's gay as fuck.
Oh God.
Damn.
What? It's true. My
It's
brother
like
lived
that
in
funny
Atlanta
meme.
for like
It's like
lived in
that
Atlanta
funny
for like half a
meme.
year.
Oh yeah,
Half a year.
man.
He told me- he told me,
Atlanta's like that. Atlanta's that funny African guy meme. I don't know where it's from. I know y'all seen it before. That black dude that's like, it is a
Why are you gay?
sickness. It is a sickness. Like, yeah, that's Atlanta.
Why are you
basically.
gay?
He said, "Let me ask you something. Why are you gay?"
Why are you gay?
Let's get up out of here, man. I can't with y'all.
Oh, man.
What's the call looking like tomorrow? Because we pulling up tomorrow. Remember, y'all.
Oh, yeah, we
pulling
are.
up tomorrow for Dynamite. So Dynamite should be a good show. Like
Yeah.
what number anniversary or episode?
205.
205.
250.
Yeah, man. Like, let's cook. What's going on? I know MJF and this dude, my guy, is supposed to be fighting my dude. I'm about to call him Kyle O'Reilly.
Osprey.
Excuse me. Osprey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That should be a goodie.
Yeah,
We got
Osprey's facing MJF. Okada's facing Swerve. That'd be
the
fun.
main event.
Yeah, Mercedes is facing Nyla. Mariah's supposed to show up after what she did to Tony. That's what's advertised right now.
Wait, hold on. You said Mercedes Monet. Wait. Slow down. You said Mercedes Monet is going against Nyla Rose.
Yeah,
She's winning. Let's move on.
God.
Let's move.
it's a step up in competition, I will say.
You know I'm gonna go there with it. And all respect due, I'm gonna go there with it. Is this the first time Sasha Banks fought a man? There we go.
Probably not.
I killed Godzilla. Cost about $350.
It technically not, but yeah.
I just think when it comes to her situation or Nyla Rose, I think there should be a division when it comes to transgender or whatever they want to call it, respectfully.
Okay, who's gonna be a part of that division?
Well,
Exactly.
Who's that? What's that wrestler name? Sunny Kiss, I think. Sunny Kiss, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
He just gay.
I don't know. Like, they you know what I mean? They're both born as guys, so I figure like, because I think it's unfair for somebody like that to go up against a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean, it still is what it is. And
Cody
all
and,
respect due, like live your life how you want to live your life, but it just is what it is.
Cody and Brandy, they allegedly said they didn't know that Nyla was trans. They just hired her because they saw her work on a YouTube video or something.
Oh, so it was
Or not.
so it was Cody and Brandy. Those are the ones who dimed her out. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I think it's necessary for anybody to know, though. I think it's necessary because, like I said, they need a division for those particular type of workers. That's what I think. You know what I mean? If you're good in the ring, you're good in the ring. But I think if y'all want to go that route, then the dudes and the women should fight. Then that's it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to regular matches too, because basically like the same thing. Yeah, like
I think.
Go ahead.
All I was gonna say is, it's a very controversial topic, obviously, and it's hard to really give a take without being called a racist or a bigot. I think it's really, if the person feels comfortable working with them, then go ahead and let them work. If they don't feel comfortable, a person should not be forced to do it. Like we talked, like totally different circumstance, but like when LA Knight, Eli Drake, when he was in TNA tried to get him to work with Tessa, and he wasn't about that shit. He didn't want to work with a woman. And then they tried to gaslight him to make him, like, why are you're not a team player? And he was like, I don't want to do it. And, I think his contract was about to run out anyway,
Like I remember there was like this training chick, and she was fighting in MMA, and she was knocking girls out stone cold.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. It's like, come on, that's not fair. How is that fair? Like, come on now. It is what it is. It's not fair.
I guess their excuse is wrestling's predetermined. That's probably, I guess, their way around it, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but when it comes to MMA, that's even worse.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lewis 2K10 was goody.
Like she broke that poor woman's jaw. I was like, oh my god.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see Mercedes and Nyla, just to see if Mercedes can get her up for that move she does. I forgot what she calls it, the newer move she does.
Oh,
the one where she like puts you in her back.
She's gonna get her up, all right. Let me stop. I had to throw one out there. Come on now, I love everybody.
Like all of a sudden you just see somebody. It's not that hard. Then all of a sudden, Carlita, it's pretty hard, bro.
and that's not cool.
Oh, you got a good Carlito voice. That's good. That's really good. I thought that was him for a second. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I paid him like $100 to do that. He left.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna pull up tomorrow, B. And we're gonna also pull up for the following Dynamite. The week after Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? For Blood and Guts,
aka War Games.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for it, man. I'm happy for AEW. You know what I'm saying? Like, we getting good wrestling. That's all I ever wanted. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want it to be perfect because I like a little fair share of fuck shit here and there, so for us to laugh at. But in all reality, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't insult our intelligence. Make this shit good. Make it interesting.
That's all any of us ever wanted.
Yeah, we don't ask for much.
Yeah.
Let's get up out of here, B. Tomorrow's another day, and I'll see y'all then.
Hidden Machine 9000.
You know what I'm saying? I'm play TKO track real quick. Get us up out of here.
Alrighty.
TKO track called Friend Zone.
We out of here.
See you tomorrow, you fucks.
Yeah, buddy. Peace out, motherfucker.
First time that we met, I knew that I had to have a girl. You stole my heart. It hit me like a sledgehammer, knocked me off my feet. I never felt this way before. I'll be the one you need. That's what I had to let her know. I see you cry in the middle of the night. He did you wrong, girl, you know he ain't right. Put your faith in me, I give you all I got. All I need is one shot, just give me one shot. Told her how I felt. If I could be her man, then she looked at me and said she just wants to be friends though. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone.
Feel like you're leading me on, I just don't understand. And you can see it's obvious, I'm trying to be your man. Crazy how you complain about these other guys all in my end. It doesn't feel right, I'm just trying to be the one that change your life, to show you the other side. As long as you telling me what's on your mind, I promise won't waste your time, like you what I do in mine. Once you find you a dime, trying to get you in your prime. You probably hear it all the time. The only difference is the truth, I ain't spitting lines. And loving you was a crime in my head doing time. Cause the friend zone thing is really out of line, really out of line. Baby girl, wake up with me, get your cake up, no fix up, I major, them others is danger. Yes, there'll be haters and yes, there'll be fakers, but that's cause you look like that without your makeup.
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type,
King of New York,
please don't put me in no friend zone.
I ain't even about to play like I play about you. The last nigga really went and made a play out you. He took a lay out you. Love what for who? You Curve King, the biggest thought in the room. I'm saying, we got a vibe that you can't deny. Even on your worst day, ticket on the dash, girl, that ass fine. I've been plotting on how I'ma make that ass mine. Fantasize walking through the park just to pass time. You keep saying the F word. Yeah, I should be your bestie, but we belong together like leg work. Your jealous tendencies be making my head hurt. I'd rather we soliloquy while making the bed jerk. I'm not only trying to get inside, I know you better than you think, so if you serious, we shouldn't try. I see the feelings that you couldn't hide. Are they dead? No, so why put me in a friend zone?
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just